Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Verbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Air Force Falcons, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. Team out there, we're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Now great field position to start the drive. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking for the wide out. caught. He's wide open. Look out. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
How about that? That's the way to start a game. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
It's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Makes the catch. It's Joseph. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grabbed by the receiver. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
And the Rainbow Warriors pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. First down, looking to throw the ball. Finds his man. It's Joseph. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. He hands it off from the gun. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. First and 10 from the 11.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
The Rainbow Warriors come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, and a chance at an interception in the end zone. Could not quite hold on to the ball. It's going to be second down.
Boy, not only did they drop what looked like an interception in their own end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum in their favor.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game for no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and booted away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Looking to throw in the opening snap of this playoff game. Looking right, this one caught.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
That completion makes it second down. Hands off to the fullback. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and get first downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Here's a target, and it's complete. Breaking free at the 35. Brought down at the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone.
Man, this defense has got to do a better job. It's one thing to give up a completion, but all those yards after the completion are what can really hurt you as a defense.
After one enormous play, the offense is set up with a 1st and 10 inside the red zone. We'll try to run it with the option. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper.
Well, if there's a silver lining for the defense, at least this quarterback didn't get out and gash him for a first down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Toss it to the back, running left. Touchdown, Air Force. A much-needed counterpunch delivered.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
Automatic in the PAT. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Hawaii offense comes back out on the field now. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to scramble. He'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Pressure is coming. Receiver makes the catch. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up 4th down.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now we've got a 4th down.
And the returner heads out of bounds. And now the first play of this drive, they'll begin at the 36. Give it to the big fullback here. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They'll run the option. Quarterback still with the football. He finds some space. That's a big gain. Great decision to keep the ball and pick up the 1st down.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it. Big positive yards and a 1st down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
Off the play fake on first down. He's looking to scramble. Catch made on the right side. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. Solid gain on the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. And the back now goes in motion. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Hand it off for a draw. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. We'll see if the rest of this playoff game can live up to a very competitive opening period. And the Rainbow Warriors will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And the punt goes out of bounds. They'll spot it around the 40. Here comes the Air Force offense back on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Breaks into open space.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the option play. Quarterback keeps the football. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
It's a nice game by this offense. This quarterback has such a good feel for running the option. Whether it's handing it, keeping it himself, or pitching it, puts a lot of pressure on the discipline of this defense.
So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on third and short. They're going to run the option. That's enough for a first down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40.
Well, they didn't get a ton here, Chris, but they get enough for the first down. The drive moves on thanks to a timely pitch by the quarterback to pick up what they needed.
And the Falcons begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Quarterback's got it on the option. He decides to keep it here. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Well, I think we can all see how tough it is to control this guy under center today for this defense, but they did a nice job of keeping him contained. But they've got to stay focused. They can't get lazy because we could see him breaking one any moment against this defense.
The quarterback keeps it on the option. They bring him down, but a super quarterback keeper for a solid gain and a fresh set of downs.
Chris, I know just like me, you're a big fan of the armed services and what they do, not just for our country, but what they do on Saturday afternoons, the style of football that they play. I would argue that
nowhere to go, the ball knocked loose.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief, but I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
At first down, sack of surprise. It moves him back into fringe field goal range. What can they do on 2nd and long? The catch hauled in here over the middle and tackled there by the defense. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. They bring it down at the 11, but it'll be 1st down from there.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
The Falcons looking to cash in this red zone trip. They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
Man, that is a good chunk of yardage picked up by the big guy. Sometimes you don't need a whole lot of space created for a fullback. He can simply make his own way.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll try the option play here. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
And the defense is all over the option on this play. That play didn't have a chance from the beginning.
Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. It's an option look. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Falcons.
And I love to watch the execution of this option play. Right now, the defense has no idea if this quarterback's going to pull it or if he's going to give it. Here he pulls it himself, finds yards, and comes up with a touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. Even in the 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Joseph. Breaks loose at the 40. And he rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. A chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Oh, he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Grab down the middle. It's Joseph. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Looking to throw it again. Pass is tipped at the line and will fall incomplete. Good play.
Would never underestimate a defensive lineman's ability to play the passing lanes. Smart defensive linemen keep an eye on the quarterback, and if they see the ball coming out, they're able to get those big, long arms up and try to get a piece of it.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. It's knocked away. Incomplete. 4th down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So on 4th down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick.
Now, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
The kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
That completion sets up a 2nd down play. Send the back in motion. We'll try to run it with the option. Oh, and the keeper slashing through the defense. Enough for a 1st down.
Well, he keeps it on the option, and it's not always the big play. It's sometimes just getting the 1st down. Does a nice job of knowing where he needed to go. We got a new set of downs.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Here's the toss play now, running left. Picks up the force, looking for more. He's in the clear. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Bring the pressure, and down he goes. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. He just can't take the sack.
The sack moves him into extreme field goal range here. Got to do something now on 2nd and long. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. That'll be delay of game. Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and that'll cost the offense 5. Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll run the option. He's got room to run. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Man, every single time this guy runs the option, you're kind of like holding your breath, wondering if he's going to break a tackle or get out in the open field and use his speed. He picks up some yards here, but let's see if this defense can keep putting pressure on him and not letting him get out into the open.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Able to pick up just a couple of yards. That's good run defense. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. The field goal is good. And those 3 points will finish off the first half and take us to halftime. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Rainbow Warriors will kick this deep to begin the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He steps out to the 29. That's where they begin the drive. And the Falcons' offense is on the field now. And a chance right away here in the second half to stretch the lead and build momentum. Let's see what this defense can do about it. Here's the option play. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
That's a good read. Got him a little bit closer to that first down and a nice chunk. Now, I bet before too long, we're going to see that quarterback pull it, try to get a chunk of yards himself as well.
A gain makes it second and medium. The offense bracing here for a heavy blitz. They'll try and run it with the fullback. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Crucial third down play right here. Here's a carry for the fullback. And the Falcons keep the football on the move.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
The Falcons have first and 10 here. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Down he goes. It's a sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Third down play for this offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Checks this down to the running back. They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. First down to the 45.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
And the Falcons are moving quickly down the field. They're going to run the option. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Oh, the defense is ready for that one. They almost got that blown up before it got started.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. He breaks free. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
What a drive by this offense. Another big gain, and look at the defense. Huffing and puffing, hands on their hips. This offense is wearing them down both mentally and physically.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Now play number 9 on this drive. And the fullback takes a turn running the football. The fullback gets stopped for a loss. Ran into a wall there.
Well, the defense was locked in on that play from the very jump, and the fullback just didn't have any speed to get around anybody. Stuffed the run perfectly.
They face third and short here in the playoff on the 10th play of this drive. Quarterback's got it on the option. That gain moves the ball to the 17. First down.
Well, it wasn't necessarily pretty or a game changer, but those option plays are sometimes best used to just get enough to just get a first down. I think that was the thinking on this last play. The defense has to be more aware in these kind of situations.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. And the sophomore, a little bit too much air under that throw.
Oh, man, I really like the route here by this wide receiver. Does a nice job of separating, creates some space there. The quarterback, unfortunately, just puts that ball too far out in front of him.
The long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field. Back in motion now. They'll try the option play here. Pitch play to the back. Headed for the end zone. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Air Force. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And he knocks through the PAT. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Handoff here from the shotgun. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. A quick throw to the right. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Out of the gun now on third down. Lets it go quickly. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. The punt bounces and goes out of bounds, so no chance at a return here. First play of the drive now coming up from the 29. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Incomplete. Tried to find the receiver there. Just missed him. Tough spot. The offense has to convert a third and long from the 30 to get this drive going. It's a toss to the left side. Breaks into the clear. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down. Know what you need to do. Get the first down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock and get that much closer to securing a victory.
The Falcons line up on 1st and 10 now. Looking for a receiver. And he's going to heave it deep right down the middle. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
I love the idea of this quarterback just continuing to give his guy a chance. Already making multiple plays. Why not put it up in the air and give him a chance to get in the end zone one more time?
It's an option look. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Well, Kirk, Air Force has the lead here. As we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Chris, this is somewhat of a surprise to me. These guys have been great on third down all year long. Top 25 in the country. But just not enough on this one. You got to think they wish they could get that route back to run it past the sticks.
And the Falcons will have to punt this one away. Son to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And he'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. Here comes the Hawaii offense back out there. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. The running back here on a direct snap. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. The pocket breaking down. The pass rush gets home.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Here comes 3rd and long. Trailing in the game. Giving up that sack earlier could prove to be decisive. It's incomplete. There is a marker down on the field. Let's check out that call. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. And the Rainbow Warriors will bring their punt team onto the field. And he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Not the way he wanted to kick it. That one lands and bounces out of bounds. Some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop. Second down after that run on the previous play. We'll try to run it with the option. Oh, and it's fumbled. The lateral goes wrong. You scoop up the ball. It's still a live play. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. And he'll set up to throw. Oh, they've got him on the blitz.
They just felt that one coming. 3rd down and long. Those defensive linemen are in that sprinter stance. They know the offense is going to have to throw. Great job of using that athletic ability and speed to get after the quarterback to come up with that sack.
They'll kick it away here. Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The Rainbows offense back on the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Looking deep to the right side. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. He's looking deep again. The catch is made for a huge pickup. The senior with an outstanding grab there.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That is broken up and incomplete.
Chris, anytime a receiver runs around, he's looking to create separation for the quarterback to give him a nice target. That's always what you're going to see anytime you have a successful route. What we just saw here, complete opposite. They're lucky that ball was just knocked away.
2nd down, looking to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, this was a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. An inside give now from the shotgun. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
The Rainbow Warriors line it up with first and goal. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Hawaii. They finish off the scoring drive. And they'll set up with a PAT. PAT up and good. They trail by a touchdown, 24-17. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
24, Hawaii, 17.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Falcons offense back on the field. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here. They'll run the option. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Chewing clock with the running game. Fights off a defender. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Touchdown, Falcons. A tough run all the way to the end zone. What determination. That's another touchdown for this running back. They can't stop him. Dream performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, this is going to be a performance we're going to be talking about for a long time. I just love watching because he's doing it in so many different ways. We've seen speed. We've seen his physicality. He's breaking tackles. Boy, just an absolute dream scenario, as you said.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Hawaii offense comes back out on the field now. Their championship dream's not quite dead yet, but it's desperation time. They've got to get something going right now. Looking to throw it on first down. He's going to take off. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. And the Rainbow Warriors will crank up the tempo.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away.
And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And that's a solid return after the interception. The offense starts with a short field. And the back now goes in motion. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
So 2nd and short here, exactly what you want when you're trying to run the clock out and secure the victory. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. So now from the 27, the offense faces a 3rd and short. How aggressive will they play it? Send the back in motion. Here's the option play. That's good for first down yardage now at the 26.
Well, hey, it didn't go for a touchdown, but this is great execution. Knew exactly what they needed to do. First down, move the sticks.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.